All right. So, hello, Dinos. So I thought that right now I'm in the middle of freaking out, running around my room, preparing for, I'm about to do a study abroad, and I'm figured that instead of doing my homework or studying for finals or, continuing to prepare the actual stuff I need, like to pack and stuff, I'd calm myself down and make a short little video blog to kind of pass on some of the knowledge about what I know for visas and traveling and packing and stuff. And I figured I was planning on doing this throughout my trip anyways. So I figured that I'd start it off right now with an introduction of why people should do study abroads. Specifically university students, because it would be difficult for anyone else, but why people should do study abroad. And so I'm about to leave for a study abroad. I am spending 7 months backpacking through East Africa. I'm starting in Ethiopia, and I'm working my way down to Johannesburg in South Africa. And then from Johannesburg, I'm moving to Durban. And in Durban, I'm going to be studying for 5 months. So here's basically the thing that comes to mind when thinking about why people should do study abroad. A lot of people think that, study abroad or international internships are a excuse to travel in the middle of your university career that involves spending more money. And maybe for some people they are. And you know what? Fair enough. You've got 4 years of a university degree. Everybody at some point in that degree stops and thinks, oh my God, this is costing a ton of money. Oh, it's a ton of time. There's no end in sight. I want to go to Australia for a year. And, that's cool. But for someone like me, the study abroad really was about a lot more than that. You see, for me, I was somebody who wasn't sure whether or not they wanted to go to law school. So I took an exchange to Sweden, and I attended law school while I was there because it's an undergraduate degree in Europe. And I think anybody who is in their undergrad in North America and wants to learn about what law school is like could do something like that. They could go over to Europe and see what it's like. And how great does it look when you apply for law school that you've already got law classes on your degree that you can transfer over? International law, comparative law, EU law, human rights law, these all move over for when or if I apply to law school now. And it was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. We had this one comparative law class where the professor would give us a problem, a legal problem, like access to information and how to get government documents. And then we'd all go back to our country, and there were 16 people from 13 different countries, and we'd all go back to our country and see how this was solved in our country. And in some people's countries, they were like, yeah, no, government doesn't give information. Like, yeah, and it was just like, wow. But for us, I always thought that we had great access to information. I mean, it takes between 6 to 12 weeks to get government documents, and you have to pay for it, but that's just how it goes, right? And then I learned that in Sweden, that's not how it goes at all. They immediately give you all the government documents. If you walk in and you're like, I need a criminal record check, they print it off right there. None of this wait around for 4 to 6 weeks, And if you want all the personal correspondence from that computer, they have to print it off right then and there. So it was very interesting. It was very interesting to see how many different solutions there are to different legal problems. But even more than whether or not I wanted to go to law school, I wanted to experience socialism. I wanted to experience a country that claims that feminism is integrated in it from the bottom up, where 85% of the population identifies as feminist. I wanted to experience all of these things firsthand and just see what a difference it made, experience this very different culture. And it was fantastic, And I don't know how else I'd be able to integrate myself that well into that culture, because I had an office full of people who were there to help me if I got homesick, or, if I wanted to go on this trip, or if I there was an office full of people there who helped me make things work, Where else would I get that? How else would I get that? There is no such thing when you're traveling or backpacking around. So if you're sitting there and wondering how this relates back to you, well, it doesn't really matter what degree you're in. There's difference all over the world. If you're in engineering and you want to go work in a UEA or something, go get Middle East experience before going so that when you show up to that interview, you have on your resume, hey, I know how to live in that culture. I know how to be there. I know how to engage with those people because that's what I want to do. Show that bit of go-getterness. If you are interested in sustainable energy development, go to Germany where they're leading the field, or go to China where, they're the largest producer or largest consumer of green technology in the world right now. Go to one of these places. If you're interested in developing markets, go to Singapore, because they are the gateway to the East, and so much international trade goes through there. If you're interested in development, go down to South America, where they're engineering development is huge. If you're really interested in public health or, how to make health infrastructures better, go to France, where they have the best health system in the entire world. There's so many options here for you. This really is it is completely unlimited. The only limit is your imagination and willingness to do it. So go do these things because they're incredible. So that's all I have for you for now. Hopefully I'll have some more videos up, especially from CMCL by the end of this week. Just have to get around to actually uploading things, but yeah. Later, dinos!